Happy birthday, Taurus, and welcome to your 2018 tarot reading all about your birthday. I am so sorry this is late. I've been making some changes to my uploads, and I definitely wanted to keep the birthday readings in the shuffle, so I had to kind of revamp the reading a little bit since I've changed things up, but I am sorry it's a little bit late. Better late than never. Anyways, Taurus, all decks I'm using are listed in the description box below. So let's get right in. We are going to pull a card here to see where you've been, okay, and where you are headed. Ooh, sorry about that. Whoa. Okay. So this flew out when I was saying where you've been. Winter's in. Regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. With this, you know, many of you through 2017 may have experienced a lot of heavy challenges. Felt like it was a long winter, you know, what's depicted here. And now 2018 is like the spring coming in for you. I would highly recommend all of you get your astrology chart professionally read as like for solar return energies specifically to see how the planets are aligned, you know, for your 2018 solar year. It's just a really helpful little bit of information to help you navigate through the year. But anyways, with this, you may not have realized that, you know, through 2017, all these changes and challenges and spiritual growth, and, you know, for some of you, it was being in a lot of solitude, maybe not having a romantic partner, not having a lot of friends or connections, or if you do have those things, perhaps some of you were feeling just very isolated, disconnected, feeling different, you know, from the beat of everybody else, maybe even from the beat of your own life, just kind of, you know, a bit out of balance. And as we go through those changes, it doesn't feel good, right? And we think, you know, is this bad karma? Are we being punished? You know, what did I do to deserve this? This is so unfair. But, you know, that's part of life, that we are light and dark, and the experiences on the earth plane are both that of the light and the dark. So to be here, and every one of us chose to be here and ride the great wheel of karma, there are both experiences, and, you know, the challenge really does grow us. Now, for others of you, this being winter's end is talking more about how you have, you know, in 2017 you were really working towards self-improvement, or you were, you know, coming out of this energy. Like this could have been, you know, more 2016, and then in 2017 we're making this transition into a better version of ourselves, and now here we are in 2018. So, you know, this will definitely, you see that 16 will go extend back to 2016 and energies you've been working with since then. Now, let's see where you are headed. Oh, look at this. Peace. Dissolving unwanted and disturbing thoughts. So, winter's end is where you've been, and peace is where you are headed. This is going to represent, you know, something different for each of you. This could be your life in general overall. This could be one very specific area. This could be one very specific relationship or situation. Since this is general, it will be different for everybody, but this is card 16 and this is card 26. And, you know, we're coming out of the cold, the darkness, the really intense challenge, and, you know, 2018, your solar year between 2018 and 2019, is that of a more peaceful vibration. That doesn't mean that, you know, you won't have challenges. Life is life, but the vibration that you have created for yourself through all of this is that of much more peace. So let's see what blessings are to unfold for Taurus over 2018 and 2019, your solar year. And this could happen all at once, or, you know, this could be sporadic throughout the next 12 months. I'd highly recommend coming back to this video, you know, like once or twice over the next year, and just see how this energy really plays out, because many of you will watch this and forget, right? So come back and see. It'll be very interesting. All right, so wow, this coming out is all about getting much more attention. And since this is general, I would say, you know, this could be romantic, but this could also mean just like friendships and connections, and also you coming out of feeling as though you're disconnected and not feeling a part of any tribe. Like, this is Taurus, you are feeling like you fit in wherever you are. Also, you're getting a lot of attention, a lot of positive attention, a lot of love coming your way. This could be from family and friends. This could be co-workers. This could be people that you help. This could be definitely love and romantic opportunities. So your energy has shifted as well over this next solar year with this coming out, because this is more about your energy being different. So like you're getting a lot of new type of attention, really. So if you are a Taurus who's really been working on self-improvement a great deal, you know, this new solar year, it's really going to pay off. You're going to start receiving a lot of attention. You know, so this is just positive in general. Like, you're just going to connect better with people. People are going to resonate better with you. Relationships just are more smooth. You know, there's love in the air. And this is, you will receive news from afar. So this is positive news. So at some point during this next solar year, something that you've been waiting to hear about is going to come through. Like, it's a message of some kind, and since we're, you know, looking at your whole year, it's not easy to pinpoint what that exactly will be about. And that's why I say come back to this later and just see how, you know, this is speaking to you then, because this sitting next to seduction is, man, some of you, it's just going to be like people coming out of the woodworks wanting attention from you, wanting dates, you know, all of it. This here could mean, you know, there is going to be like a lot of reconnection for you with people. Some of you could actually be attending some sort of reunion, maybe 10, 20, 30-year high school reunion type of thing, where, you know, there's just a lot of reconnection, a lot of love. It's really nice. And, you know, we have peace here. So there is good news to be received throughout the year, especially some messages that you're like really waiting on. They're going to come through. And lastly, we have a hindrance. So as a blessing, this to me is really speaking more of things that you have been blocked from in 2017, 2016. Finally, it's like you're no longer going to be blocked in 2018 and 2018 through 2019. So obstacles, you know, that just were, no matter what you did, it's like they're finally falling away. This is really good energy for you guys. And remember, this plays out over the course of your whole solar year. So, you know, if you're being blocked from something, you could still be blocked from that at the time of this reading. But, you know, at some point over the course of this next solar year, that is going to change. You're going to get a message, and people are really fancying you and favoring you. Your energy is very nice. So, Taurus, let's see what challenges you have for this next solar year. And with challenges, I mean, what areas of growth are you working on? Because even though we have blessings, we're always working and growing, aren't we, at a spiritual level? So let's see what area you are working on over this next solar year. Alright, one flew out. I was actually just about to stop too. So, okay, putting up a wall. This is very strong for those of you who, like I mentioned, we're feeling very disconnected, very segregated, just different. I don't fit in. Nobody understands me. Because now we're getting all this attention, it's like now we have to work on taking this wall down between you and some people, but also recognizing who you need to continue to have a barrier against, a wall up between. So sometimes healing only can happen inside of you, and you know, forgiveness doesn't always mean that you let somebody back into your life, right? It just means you release yourself from those burdens. But I just get like, many of you, whatever it is about the energies you're working with, that's why I recommend a solar, getting a professional solar return astrological reading. You are gonna have situations and experiences that force you to break down your wall, whatever that wall means for you in general, okay? Because it plays out differently, you know, personally, but overall in general, there's this wall you have up somewhere in your life. It could be entirely where you don't really let anybody see the truth about what's going on inside of you. You want to appear very strong, very in control of yourself. I don't need anybody. I got this. I got my own back. You can't get me down. I am strong. I will prevail. All right? That is the truth. However, behind that wall is some vulnerability and some heartache and some pain and some darkness and some demons that you hide because, you know, you don't want anybody to see those parts of you. Maybe you don't feel those parts of you are beautiful. It's going to be a different reason for each of you why this wall is there and what that wall represents to you. But through this next solar year, the universe and your spirit guides and beautiful Saturn, we just love Saturn, don't we, is going to break this wall down. And you are going to learn to be vulnerable, yet still in control of yourself. Where, I'm trying to think of how I can articulate this. You can still be vulnerable. You can still express your heart and soul without it being wounded. Even if it's, you know, your vulnerability is being exposed in front of somebody who is careless and reckless. It's all about you being confident and sure in who you are, and what other people are saying and their opinions of you will have no effect. And this is honestly something that I've had to learn myself doing YouTube. And I'll tell you what I mean. Not everybody likes my readings, which of course they don't. You know, not everybody can relate and resonate to me. And that's fine. But sometimes some people are just so mean-spirited and wretched and say the worst things. And it would just trigger me and upset me and hurt my feelings. And, you know, and it was such a minority of what the comments that I receive, okay? So why I was even, like, upset is ridiculous. But what that told me is that I was not confident in myself and what I'm doing. And that's the truth. And I had to realize that. I was not confident and sure in myself. And it was actually a Virgo friend of mine that helped me realize that, because I was also fighting with my daughters at this same moment, and I was really upset and hurt with them and feeling insecure about the mom I am, because they're just ungrateful sometimes, you know. Kids are kids, right? And I was like, I'm just gonna get some new kids. They can go find a new mom then. And my friend is like, you can't go get new kids, you know? And she's like, you need to know that you're an amazing mom and own that, and not let anything shake your belief in that confidence of who you are and what you are as a mom. And she's right. You know, if my daughters are being ungrateful to me and it's hurting my feelings and breaking me down and making me question if I am a good mom or not, then that tells me that that's something I need to work on. That's a insecurity inside of myself. And, you know, every mom is a bit insecure, right? Like, you want to do the best you can, but you question, did I always make the right choice? Or I wish I would have done that differently. But, you know, it is what it is. Every mom does the best that she can. So you've just, whatever, you know, triggers you is something inside that you need to heal. And it doesn't, and most of the time it's not even true what somebody's saying to you, you know, that triggers you and upsets you. It's not even true what they're saying, but it triggers you because it's an insecurity. If that insecurity did not exist, it would have no effect on you. It really wouldn't. And, you know, some days we're all just a bit down, and on those days we're a bit down, it's really, you know, anything can trigger us, right? I'm not talking about when we're in a moment or we're already in the struggle, just dealing with something else, some other emotional trauma. I'm not talking about those moments. I'm just talking about life in general, you know, when we're just living day to day, when we're getting triggered inside. Why? Question that, because you have a wall up over those insecurities inside of you, and you have that wall there because you don't want those buttons pushed. You don't want to be triggered. Well, this coming through is saying, Taurus, the universe trumps all and is going to penetrate through that wall and trigger you so that you can bring this wall down and heal those things within that need to be healed. Because being in, you know, the human body here in the earth plane, having this experience is really all about expansion and growth, never ending expansion and growth. So you have the blessings coming in from all the work you've done the previous year, but now we're also moving into new challenges and new growth because we have become much stronger and wiser. We've expanded in so many different ways, and the universe looks down on you and sees the beautiful marvel you are and knows how much more you can expand, the kaleidoscope of you, you know, with each moment of your life ever so slightly shaping you into something new. And now here we come to this, and it's time to allow yourself to be vulnerable and not be afraid to do that. And it's all about our insecurities and letting them go and owning who we are, because nobody else can be you but you. So that there is not a hard challenge. Well, I shouldn't say it's not a hard challenge. It's not like, you know, like, oh my gosh, crazy loss, you know, big changes. No, that this is more of an internal thing. And this happening is to allow you to really feel connected. And you'll know where you can connect and where you can't, you know, where it's safe and where it's not. Because oftentimes we sense danger, but we have this idea in our head that we can save the day with the person, right? We could be their angel or whatever, and then it blows up in our face, and we did everything to make them better and help them out, and then they like crap in our face and bye, and you don't hear from them, and you're like, oh, that was just great. Well, if you sense danger, always heed that, because that's telling you what that experience is going to be about. And no matter the heart and the soul you put in, that's just a black hole that's, you know, moving by as you move by in the universe, okay? And you don't want to get sucked into that. So be mindful of where you're trying to extend your energy and to whom, because, you know, not everybody is out for our best interest, right? All right, so let's see. Oh my goodness. After I said all of that, look at what the next card is out. Confidence. Yes, Taurus, you must believe in yourself. You must believe in the magic of the universe. I have a Taurus friend, and she always tells me that she does not believe in things like that, but she believes in me. And I'm like, well, how can you believe in me if you don't believe in the universe and the magic of the universe? You know, like, hello. But anyways, it's time to believe, Taurus. It's time to believe in the magic of yourself. It's time to believe in the magic of the universe, and that things like that can happen to you, and that you can connect, and you can be close, and you can show yourself 100%. And you know what? Anybody who doesn't like the real you, the authentic you, who cares about them? They have the problem, not you. Okay? Just like when you really don't like something, is there something wrong with that thing, or is it just whatever it is about you is not compatible with that thing? Because, you know, think about ice cream flavors. Everybody has their favorite, and it's not the same one, but you can't discount any particular flavor because it's not your favorite. And, you know, think about that. Believe in yourself. You are your own ice cream flavor, and you are going to be the favorite of some, and others are going to spit you out at the just taste of it. But that's okay, because you're built the same way. There's some flavors that are just going to be heaven in your mouth, and other flavors you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm about to puke, right? And it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the flavor that makes you want to puke, because there's like 50 other people that love that flavor and think the one that's your favorite is gross. It's just accept who you are and don't measure yourself to anybody else. Only have your own yardstick, and that yardstick is between you and the universe, and all that yardstick should consist of is what we're working on, okay, and our determination for our growth, and patting ourselves on the back for all we have accomplished. You know, really think about that. Give yourself a lot of credit for everything that you have accomplished and you have achieved, and don't think about where you lack, what is flawed about you, how much further you may have to go. Celebrate who you are and where you've been, you know, because it matters. The way we treat ourselves, the way we believe in ourselves, it changes everything. And I could personally attest to that. So let's see, Taurus, what house is most blessed for you in this next solar year, and where this challenge is most likely to play out. All right, blessed, 10th house, career, achievement, status in the outside world. Awesome. We like this card. This is energy of, you know, your career going really well this year. It's not about career, it's about something you're trying to achieve that's a big deal. So it could be a goal, a self-improvement goal, or an idea that you want to manifest into reality, starting your own business, you know, whatever. But this is like the house that is blessed for you. So I highly recommend, you know, doing a Google search about the 10th house in astrology, reading about it and seeing what zodiac sign occupies your 10th house, and if there's any planets in that house, and then you know what they mean, and you'll gain a lot more information about, you know, how all of this is playing out. So career-wise, you guys are very blessed, at least according to this reading. So let's see where the challenge and growth is taking place. The 9th house, this is higher learning and spirituality. Okay, broadening your horizons either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. So this to me is talking really strongly for those of you where, you know, I said back from 2016, you know, this could be a journey that you've been on for a while, like of self-improvement, moving forward, trying to overcome all the things that have held you back in the past, you know. So we're still working with that energy. Interesting. You've made a lot of progress, like 100%. I could see that in this reading, but at a spiritual level, you are just, the universe wants you to know you are divine and your worth and your value, and any like really fixed religious or spiritual beliefs, it's almost like you know, we're going to be shaken up a bit in those areas, but it's part of your growth and expansion, and being shaken up in that area is to help this wall come down so that you do believe in yourself more and see how magical you truly are. Okay, for others of you, it's like, because there's this energy of blessing over here in the 10th house, it's inspiring you and motivating you and prompting you to expand and extend your current education, and, you know, maybe even take a completely new direction in your career path. Some of you may be going back to school, you might be getting certified. But these two cards paired up as the blessing and where we're growing, very interesting energies. But again, this is not like heavy romantic relationship stuff, which is just hard. That is hard work. And I will tell you this, that's what was all up in my growth and challenge. And I'm like, oh my God, no, I'm done with all of that. Like, I'm just not even dating. Forget it. But this here is really about you internally, especially with the 9th house, and learning to believe in yourself and the magic inside of you and what you're capable of achieving. Not so much in the material plane, but, you know, being really in tune with your spirit and the non-physical, and that belief in the unseen, which isn't easy to do, right? But you're really being worked in that area, and it's good because look, we're moving into a more stable vibration of peace and happiness and prosperity, where it's not like, you know, such a bumpy, it's more of a smooth riding energy. So let's pull some tarot cards to see how each wow, look at that. Yeah, you guys are just she is not an emotional queen, okay? She's very logical, she's very honest, you can count on her, you can trust her. She makes decisions based on, you know, logic of mind, not because, oh, I feel sorry or I feel bad, or it's none of that. This is more like justice energy, where it's about fairness, it's about honesty, it's about truth. And this flying out, I just feel this is your energy, and this is the stance you're taking, and because this is you, it's like you are not going to tolerate any sort of lie, betrayal. This next solar year, you're like, you know what, I've been through hell and back, I've put in my work, And you know what? I'm done. You cannot penetrate my armor anymore. I'm strong. I'm confident in who I am. I know who I am. And sticks and stones, baby. Sticks and stones, right? So I love it. I just feel like Taurus is really becoming empowered, especially here. You know, we have this orange and this yellow, which is the sacral and the solar plexus chakra. And I see those same color here. So, and look at there. Man, I feel that many of you, what you were hindered from had a lot to do with second and third chakra energy. And that's with this piece here, that those chakras are more balanced, and the sacral is the divine feminine and the solar plexus is the divine masculine. The divine masculine being your empowerment of self, and the divine feminine is, you know, your empathy, your creativity, your passion, your sexuality. So there could have been a great imbalance between those two chakras in, you know, the previous solar year. And now as our energy's changing, those chakras are balancing a bit. And if that really speaks to you, I would highly recommend doing some chakra meditations to balance those two, because they may have just not been fully open. Like some of you, the divine feminine may have been flowing very strongly, but the divine masculine was not, or vice versa. And with that Queen of Swords, that's like we're perfectly in alignment. And when we're in perfect alignment like that, nobody can throw us off our game. Okay? So let's pull some cards here for the blessing of the 10th house. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords in this position. So dark night of the soul is over. We see the sun rising. We are finally starting to see, you know, how to break through, how to move through, new ideas coming in, new opportunities coming in for us, the stagnation, leaving, feeling imprisoned, trapped, don't know which way to move forward. There is no way forward. All that type of energy dissipating. Forcing ourselves to put on a smile, we don't have to do that anymore. Like, it's finally, it's real happiness. It's real enjoyment. It's real contentment. It's not putting on a face for the sake of the show, right? Because we talked about that early on, how, you know, does anybody really know how you feel deep, deep, deep down at your core about, you know, everything, especially the things that are really hurting you, or your insecurities and fears that you hide the most. So this is like we don't have to pretend anymore. Some of you, it's like maybe you're going to a new company, or you're finally starting your own business, something along those lines, where it's real happiness. It's no longer like a forced front type of energy. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles here. So yeah, 10th house, 10 of Pentacles, love it. Earth energy, your earth. So this is like, you know, more money coming in, or a new job opportunity, elevation. But more than that, it's we're finally out of, you know, our prison. Because look at, you see this tower there in the back, and look at this guy, he's in a tower looking out across the land. So we've finally escaped that tower, and we're feeling happiness. There's a transition, a completion, and we're moving on to something new. And this is, again, 10th house energy. So this, if there's like a big goal or achievement you are trying to create over this next solar year, this is saying like you can. The forces are at your back. There's good news along the way. Any sort of hindrance along the way, trust that it's there for a reason. Either you're not ready to take that step yet, or that's not the right direction, okay? So believe in yourself. Even when the door seems slammed shut, be like, okay, that's not because this isn't the way I'm supposed to, you know, the goal I'm supposed to be pursuing, but maybe I'm not quite ready for this next step, or maybe that's not the way I should be taking this idea. Maybe I need to remap and brainstorm and think of a new direction for it, okay? But this is like guaranteed success if you give it your all, right? So let's see what energy comes with the area of growth. Yeah, this is letting go of old beliefs, old hurts, old patterns of behavior, and allowing a completely new perception of looking at things or doing things. Because, you know, on this side, we must abandon the situation. We must walk away, even though we've invested quite a bit, all right? But on this side, now we're looking at the situation through the eyes of our soul, through our inner child, and we're seeing all that we have accomplished, and we're recognizing that, you know, anything that had to leave our life or end was for our own good, because there's this new beginning, okay? This is playing out over the course of this next solar year. So this shooting star is coming in for each of you at some point along the journey. And here we have you in this Two of Wands energy, which this is still like, you know, I'm keeping watch. I'm kind of worried. You know, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. What's going to come my way? What's going to happen? Because we end it with the star card in this position, which is like, you know, our wishes and our hopes and them being granted. So some of you, it's, you know, don't get caught up waiting for somebody from the past to return to you. I definitely do feel this with this energy, and being attached to the 9th house. This would be, you know, somebody that you feel is like your twin flame or your soulmate, something along those lines. Don't wait around for their return. And I say their return because of this card here. Like, don't wait around for that. Don't think like all the work that you've been doing was in preparation for their return, because, you know, that diminishes the value and worth of yourself. You are your own divine being, and your life and worth and value and being here on this earth is so much more significant than being romantically connected to another person. And that's not to say that you and this individual will not eventually reunite, but what this is telling me is the universe is saying, hey, you know what? You need to just let that go and not focus on that. And nothing that you're doing to better yourself should be motivated by the hopes of that return. You need to be doing it 100% for yourself, because if you're not doing it 100% for you, it won't really mean that much at the end of the day. And if things don't work out the way that you had anticipated or hoped, then you'll feel like everything you did was for a waste and for nothing. So be motivated for no other purpose than for you, for the fact that you matter, that you're valuable, that you're worth a lot. And, you know, don't let any obstacles make you pessimistic or lose belief in yourself, because, you know, you're very strong and good things are here for you. it's just life is life, and you know, we all have bumps in the road, and just don't let it discourage you or get you down. Overall, so far, it looks like a nice year, an easier year. And this being the 9th house going into like 2019, it's just, it looks good. And great healing coming in. So let's pull some advice for you guys. Yeah, this here, pay attention to, you know, the foxes near your flock, okay? Because not everybody is who they seem, and I think that's what I'm talking about here. You know, not everybody is who they seemed that they are. And this isn't just one person, this is a lot of people. And you'll know who the foxes are. And the foxes, they gotta go. They've gotta go, Taurus. They've gotta get out of your life, because the peace, and they don't bring you peace. And that's where you're headed. And since that their vibration doesn't align to that, the universe will rip them away. It's just, it's energy. If it's not compatible, it can't vibrate together. And, you know, whoever this person or persons are, not the best interest at heart, and it's just saying be wary of them. Some of you, this is about the workplace, and that's why this beautiful transition is happening for you this year, getting you out of a situation where you got to watch your back with that type of energy. And here we have the we folk, and this means there is a lot of help for Taurus this year in the non-physical. So open yourself up, believe in the magic, believe in the unseen, tell your spirit guides, you give them permission to help you, you know, work things out in your life, bring in miracles, show you the way, all of it. Also, this is saying that in the physical, there are people that want to help you and are going to have your back. And with this seduction energy, you know, I'm not surprised. It's just there's more people that are willing to be on Team Taurus this year than in years past. And look at this. Now we have, oh my God, Taurus. Holy, do you see this? 27, 28, 29. Oh my God, if that's not a synchronicity. Holy cow. Anyways, the broom, yes. The things that need to go, the universe is empowering you to get them out of your life. Also, you know, do some energetic cleaning, do some soul cleaning, get Reiki. That definitely helps. There's lots of meditation videos on YouTube to help balance the chakras, if there's some of you that still need some chakra balance. But this is saying, you know, clean up all areas of life that you need to, and that helps you come into this vibration of peace. But 27, 28, 29, wow. That's all I gotta say. So, what's today? Today is the 26th, and that's when I'm recording this, April 26th. Aha, 26th right there. 27, 28, 29. So maybe Tauruses with birthdays on the 27th, 28th, and 29, or if you're turning 27, 28, or 29, like this may be a very, very significant reading for you. Others of you, this synchronicity of number will mean something else entirely. So apply how it fits for you. But wow, how beautiful is that at the end of your reading for your advice? It's like an elevation of your energy as you allow what needs to go to be gone. And also in the book with this, you know what, I just want to read it to you because I always have kind of found it interesting what it says. So this is the broom here, all right? And we'll end the reading with this. Why do witches ride broomsticks? To sweep the past clean behind them as they move confidently, as they move confidently towards their desires. Whether sweeping your floor or sweeping away what no longer serves you, the broom is a powerful ally. It evokes the freshening energy of spring cleaning all year round. Something in your life is no longer welcome, and it's time to sweep it out the door. Act with honor and honesty to rid yourself of whatever may be holding you back from happiness. So the key words are cleanse, release, dismiss. I release what no longer serves me. Like the sorcerer's apprentice, you may be overdoing it when it comes to sweeping up. Don't be reckless in ridding yourself of things, relationships that do have value. So don't let petty things have you sweeping somebody away. Make sure that it's this energy right here that you're clearing out of your house and your soul and your heart and your past, okay? So Taurus, that is your birthday reading. I am wishing you guys all a very, very magical month, and may all of your birthday wishes come true. Take care.